Good morning, all. This case management conference is in matter of CFI 095-2023 before His Excellency Justice Nasser Al-Nasser. The claimant is represented by ATB Legal Consultancy. Lead counsel is Ms. Aisha Bajoy. The defendant is represented by Hamdan Al-Shamsi, lawyers and legal consultants. Lead counsel is Mr. Robert Whitehead. Thank you, Your Excellency.
The claimant may start, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Please.
Yes. Thank you very much, Your Honor. I am representing the claimant Ahmed, Seddiq, Mohamed, Samea, Almutawa. And prior to the case management conference, both the claimant's counsel and the defendant's counsel has exchanged the case management memorandum. And there are no disagreements as far as the case management memorandum is concerned. We have agreed on the procedural timetable, and we also have an agreed list of issues. However, for today's CMC purposes, I would like to draw Your Honor's attention to the expression of interest that's been raised by the defendants in terms of exploring an alternative dispute resolution as per Part 27 of the RDC. In this regard, Your Honor, since this request has come in from the defendant, in fact, they have exchanged the case memorandum first, and we also would want to cooperate with their request in terms of exploring the amicable resolution or the alternative dispute resolution. We're happy to cooperate. However, we would like to make that subject to certain conditions, because the reason being, the claimants have initiated this proceeding long ago. In fact, they have been to multiple courts. In this current proceeding, even before the DIFC court, there was a default judgment that we have obtained. And it was very recently, because of a set-aside, that the defendants have finally entered appearance. So considering the background of the particular case, and looking at the time that has already been spent on the matter, although we are happy to explore the alternative dispute resolution option, we would want that to be on a tight time frame, Your Honor. I have had instructions from my clients not to agree for anything that goes beyond a fixed time frame of 1 month. Plus, I have also been instructed that whatever the alternative dispute resolution mechanism be, it should not affect the procedural timetable that the parties have already entered into or agreed upon. When I look at the procedural timetable, I see that the parties have agreed for the standard production of documents on the 2nd of September. Yes, so, and today we are on the 25th of July. So looking at the calendar, I believe, Your Honor, my humble submission is that whatever the alternative dispute resolution mechanism be, if we can conclude on that within a time frame of maybe by end of today's 25th, I understand that we still have to agree on the neutral person who would be, responsible for taking up the alternative dispute resolution. I'm still exploring on how the defendant would like to approach this. If it is through the counsels by exchange of a settlement discussion, I'm happy to do that. However, if it is through a neutral third party, I understand there are formalities in terms of agreeing on the neutral third party. However, my humble submission is that we should be looking at concluding these formalities in a time frame of 1 month. Although I'm flexible for maybe for a day or two. So if we can conclude this towards the end of August, which is the 30th of August, which is a Friday, then I think we are in a good position to start the disclosure on the 2nd of September.
I agree with you, Sasha.
Yes. Thank you very much, Your Honor. So that's all from my side, Your Honor. Otherwise, I have no submissions in terms of the case management conference for today. Thank you very much.
I have a couple of notes or comments in relation to the draft case management. Let's hear first the defendant and then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, I think the claimant's submission is reasonable. We have no objection for allowing a 1 month period for alternative dispute resolution to take place, 30th of August. So we would agree to that request. I think in terms of cost, it would be more prudent for the parties to meet within that period of time, as opposed to instructing an external third party, because I think there would be a cost associated to that. So I think, subject to my client instructions, because this is the first time I've become aware of this, I think it would be more prudent for the parties to meet, as opposed to bringing in an external third party mediator, if you like. But I would need to just get instructions on that.
Anyways, it's as the standard production of documents will start in anyways on the 2nd of September. I think there is enough room for the parties to meet and try to resolve this matter amicably. My comment in relation to the case management draft order is that I don't find that an expert is required. I don't find that an expert is required. The case is more of a straightforward case where it only relates to the agreement between the parties and the breach of the agreement. So I don't think an expert is required. In this case, what I suggest is for the parties to amend and keep it open if an expert is required at a later stage, an application to be filed. And the court then will decide if it requires an expert or not. But at the moment, I don't find that an expert is required. I think this will also shorten the time period until the date of the trial. Yeah? So I suggest that the parties amend the draft case management order, remove the expert part, and shorten the period until the date of the trial.
Yes, Your Honor. We, as the claimant's representative, is happy with this approach, Your Honor. Thank you. We will modify the draft order in discussions with the defendant's counsel, and then we will resubmit it in the court.
Yeah, Your Honor, we will. I will take instructions on that, and if we feel an expert is required, as you've ordered, we will make an application.
Thank you. Anything else for today? Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
I think that's all from our part as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Cheers.